Mm-hmm. We should be live right now. Cool. I see you there. Perfect. So, Vijay, can you please confirm if you are live?
Yep, we are live. I see
Okay,
the.
great. Perfect. I wanted to create this quick video going our business plan. We never did this such video before, and one of the biggest bottlenecks that we had was we had to put out our schedule uh,
So
ahead of time, and we had to block out, we had to plan, we had to edit it. That's a lot of work for us to take execution. So I was kind of like, let's go live so that we can execute faster. And if we ever need edits, we can talk about that in the future. So I'm going to share my screen. Firstly, introducing myself. I'm Surya, of founder of or the co-founder of Offer Scale School, and I have my business partner in crime, business
great.
partner, Vijay Sujanani. We both are from India. And a quick introduction about myself. I've worked with clients like Steve Larson, Amanda Holmes. I'm right now working with Cole Gordon's team in setting up their in multiple layers, and that's my area of expertise. I've been in the business for almost like 7 years. And hands off to Vijay. He has spent more than $1 million in advertising budget. No one knows him. Yeah, that's why we are doing the stream, so that people can be aware of us. There you go, Vijay. Quick intro about you.
So over the last couple of years, I've managed over $1 million in ad spend on Meta and Google combined. I've worked with e-com clients and coaches. So I've been able to give them a ROAS of approximately 4 over the last couple of years. So I've been working with like same set of clients over the past couple of years.
Perfect. Amazing. Disclaimer. All the results that we said, all the clients that we are working with, we are exceptional candidates. That's the reason that has happened. It will not, or it will never happen for you. FYI, for the disclaimer purposes, we need to be very cautious about that. Hope you are disclaimed with that.
Yep.
Perfect. I've created an amazing presentation for us to go through. That is something that we were brainstorming on so that we can walk you through the business plan that we are thinking about, so that you can plan your stuff accordingly with us if needed. So, our primary objective for in 2026 is for us to scale. Till now, we were not scaling. We were kind of chilled out. We were happy with that. So in 2025, we do not want to be chilled out. So we want to be scaling the business because we know that we can scale faster. So we do this by going into three quick phases. The first one is, again, these phases um, are not prioritized in any form or shape. These are the phases that we looked at. So everyone carries equal priority. So the first phase is keeping our existing clients, which makes sure that we are in the business. And the second phase is getting new clients, which also says that we will be in the business for the future. And the third phase is to make sure that we are launching Offer Scale School in India, because giving back is what we believe in. So let's go into each phase on a much deeper level. Vijay, if you have any questions around this, stop me at any point in time. We'll just deep dive, or if I missed anything, just let me know. Okay.
Yeah, we are good for now.
Okay, great. So keeping our existing clients is so much important for us, because this is what's taking care of us, taking care of our loved ones. So we want to make sure that the existing clients do not drop off in the next quarter. So we work in quarters. So we want to make sure that that cycle does not happen, or if it's happened, we are predictable for that. And there is always a workaround for a solution. Dropping a client is not a problem that it's not the solution that we agree on. So it's either a mismatch in deliverables and stuff. So we want to make sure that when the client is kind of dropping out, we are ahead of time and catch that, and we kind of deliver. So delivery is the most important element for us that we will be scaling on, because right now the only delivery partners that we were doing was we tried and tested out different ways by hiring different people in the past. Since we were not having, or since we were not prepared at that point in time, that did not work out. So we want to switch that from me and Vijay delivering to there is going to be more internal team, or someone that we know who we can outsource to. Right now, we do not have an internal team. That's cool, but doesn't mean that we also have outsources. We can outsource this because we have connections. We have people that Vijay knows inside and out. That we have built partnerships. We have built relationships over the last, I would say, 3 4 years. That we know that we can outsource whatever the stuff we are doing to them. It did not happen till now just because we were so frustrated or we were so hung to that cash flow, right? So we never wanted to see the dip in the cash flow just because we are outsourcing. So that was the reason we were never outsourcing. We were doing it everything ourselves. So now in 2026, we believe that we need to be at a place we can outsource it to people, yet maintaining the quality on how we were doing it for the clients. And outsourcing, we already have interviews lined up with a couple of people to with people that we already know, like and trust. So we are having conversations with them. So we want to have in the Q1 of 2024 or 2026. What we want to do is we want to have an established partner that we can outsource to, so that we will have the time to create the SOPs. The reason when we did the previous hire it did not work out because we had no system. We were trying to debug, or we were trying to identify how we were doing stuff while we were doing stuff. So there was no literal system for the team to actually follow, rather than working with us to identify how we are doing stuff. So we are going to change that immediately. As soon as we start outsourcing, we will be creating internal SOPs on how we do stuff. This comes to ads, copy, and everything as such. And most importantly, how we do not do stuff. Everyone has their own choices, everyone has their own priorities. So we will be creating an SOP on how we do not do stuff and how the culture operates. Since working with Cold Gordon's team, I really understood how to operate without pressure, how to have standards within the teams, and how to make sure that everyone follows the same process rather than everyone following their own process. So that is the learning that I've been having personally within with working these clients. So I want to bring that within our business that me and Vijay are going to work on. So we do that through ads, copy, and everything, that where we feel like we are learning something that we resonate with, we'll take that and see how we can actually use it in our business. Cool. And which means that when we do this thing, when we keep our existing clients and outsource it to different people, this will cause a dip in the profits, which will profits for us. So which will lead to the second way, which is getting new done for you clients. So that is going to be the second primary source. Vijay, do you want to add anything in this part? Did I miss anything? Do you want to add anything else?
Yeah, I mean, you covered a very important point on culture, right? And not everyone
Oh yeah.
following process. So those were like very important points for me, right? Because when we are building, everyone comes with their own thought process, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
Of course, we are open for improvements, but then again, the delivery, everyone wants to have like good product with
Right.
the cheapest price possible, right?
Yep.
So that becomes really important on how well we take care of not just the team and also the clients as well, right? When we are moving that way.
Oh,
So yeah.
yes. Definitely one of the things that, very good point that you have brought out. Everyone wants to get stuff done cheaper rather than quality and have quality. I do not know how those worlds work. Uh, so what me and Vijay always have operated was on always charging high ticket offers, high ticket sales. We charge people from uh, again, we started with charging people $500, not a high ticket at all. We started with $500 per month, that is USD, and we went to eventually we went to 1,000, we went 1,500, 2,500, 3,000. Now we are at 5,000, $6,000 per month per contract, right? So we started that way, but we are eventually into high ticket. That's what keeping us and making sure that we are in the business. So once we start outsourcing, that revenue number will see a dip. So projections in the profit would see a dip, not revenue wise. Revenue is going to be the same. The profits will dip. That is where we want to add an additional. That is what we want to put out time for getting new members into new clients into the business. So that is where me and Vijay will be focusing on, while we have internal SOPs, internal team who is internal or outsourced team that we work with, to make sure that they are operating the way that we are operating. If we at any point in time, if we feel like there is a disconnect in the way that we will operate with the partners, we will make a business decision right away, and we will depart from the path and we'll find new partners. No process in that. I'm not never going to compromise on the delivery, because the reason the clients have referred to me, clients, is because of the delivery that I was having with them. I had clients who were reaching out to me 2 years from the past, and they reached out to me today and still refer me clients. That is because of the relationship that I had. I'm not going to never jeopardize the relationship that I have with my clients just for a few bucks. Cool. So that takes me to done for you clients, new done for you clients. Again, this is going to be at least a monthly contract of $2,500 per month. And the challenges that we have, in a good way, you can say this, that all clients came through our referrals. Never we had to focus on getting new clients. And that is also, even though most people see it as an advantage, we see it as a challenge, because every client or every client comes through a referral. So depending on only one traffic source is kind of like, I do not know where the referral would come through. But when it comes through, it will be a really good cash deal, right? So we want to focus in Q1 to having lead systems in place. When I say lead systems, there are two different angles that I look at. One is short term, which I can execute in the next 90 days, and one is the next long term, which I will execute or which will yield results 1 year from now, let's say. So for the short term, I'll cover short term and then we'll go to long term. So Q1 goals is to add $12,500 per month in 90 days, which I don't think is impossible, at least at the point that we are in. Adding $12,500 with the referrals, with the clients that we are working with the testimonials that we have, and with this, most importantly, most people think that only skills most people think that only testimonials or anything else is important, but the most important of all from our perspective is skill set. So we have the skill set to deliver stuff, and we will have a skill set to identify who can actually deliver because of we doing it hundreds of times. So our primary goal is to add $12,500 to our monthly revenue by the end of Q1 2026. And that we are going to do this through a Dream 100 process, which is completely going to be organic. And we'll obviously refer to any of the resources. For example, Alex Hermosi's Leads book. I'm going to open that book and crunch it for the to the core, so that I understand every single concept of it, and I'll see how I can actually execute it. All right. So, and we also have amazing resources that we have been purchasing for last 5-6 years, which we never tapped into. Right. So we are going to go leverage those resources, execute. So primary focus is more on execution. If you would have seen the pattern right now, it's more about execution in 2026. And the execution is to get 5 clients, which at $2,500 will put us at $12,500 per month in additional revenue. And most people think that this is profit. No, this is not profit for us. This will go into hiring new team members that will come in internally. And this will go into ads for low ticket offers, ads for high ticket offers that will be launching. And that is the plan for the first 90 days. Right? Again, once the system comes through for the first 90 days, then we'll put them through the first process, keeping our existing clients process. So that way it becomes easier. Now, coming to the long term. So one of the things that I always wanted to do was YouTube. I was not able to do it because of the time commitment. So me and Vijay said that we'll minimum one time go live on YouTube, that we will use for content, that we'll use for building trust, that we'll use for leveraging in the future. If I had to ever show a prospect in the future saying that how I plan my business goals, I can just open this live video and say that, hey boss, this is how I actually planned it, and I did a live on it. So there is undeniable proof. And what I want to do with this YouTube videos is create proof. Most people don't have proof. So I want to create proof that I can do what I say I can do. So, anyways, and we want to do minimum one live video. We want to commit for more. Obviously, over promise, under deliver is not what we want to do. So we want to under deliver, over promise. Under promise, over deliver is what we think we should do in this case. I wanted you to put one daily live on YouTube, and which was like not happening. Let's put one weekly thing here, and if we can do more, yay. If we cannot do it, people will have the right expectations, right?
Again,
So
because we don't know in terms of, client delivery, what comes up sometimes,
yeah.
because if we are in middle of any launches or anything like that,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Plus, whether, family wants to plan a sudden vacation or,
Oh yeah.
a sudden outing, then it becomes a challenge to,
Vacations are must.
yeah,
I realize that. And
yeah,
to get more sales. Again, the whole point of using YouTube is to get more consistent sales. Doesn't have to be now. I'm not desperate. So doesn't have to be now. I'm going to invest uh, over the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. If needed, I'll go for 5 years if needed to establish my personal brand on YouTube that will eventually get us more sales. Right? That is the long term. You can say, I said 1 year, being generous about myself, but I would say 1 to 5 years. I don't care. Anything to add, Vijay, here?
yeah, definitely. I mean, we growing up, we all want like result instantly. We are in that Instagram, social media
Yeah.
in generation, right? We all want things to happen very fast, but it doesn't happen sometimes, right?
Yep.
You have to work hard. That is always important, and also not everything will work out in your favor, right? You might try
Definitely.
things, you will have the best of intention, but still mess up,
Oh,
right?
yes.
So yeah,
I was talking about this in a peer group that I have a part of. So I said them that, hey, most people what they want is they want a lead today. They want them to trust them tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow they want them to drop like a $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 with them. Reality, it's not going to happen, boss. When was the last time you found someone right out of the bat and dropped a $10,000 deal with them? You would have questions. You literally don't have trust, and most people don't have the. I believe Frank Kern or Alex Ramosi said this. Like, you need to have, again. Don't quote me on this. This is who I remember it to be. They said that if people want to trust with you, they have to at least consume like 4 hours to 6 hours worth of content before they make a decision. And coming, the reason I wanted to have the long term play is because right now I do not have 6 hours or 10 hours worth of content anywhere. Combined everything, you will not even find that amount of content. Right?
yeah,
So I want to kind of flip that game down the line. So for me to flip that game, I'm making one step at a time. Right? I'll only have 1,000 videos in my playlist on my YouTube channel only if I start uploading the first video. If I don't upload the first video, never going to am I going to see the 1,000th video. Right? So that is what I want to do. Take one step, baby step at a time. So if I take enough baby steps, by the point I reach the destination, everyone would be like, how did you do this? Right? So that
yeah.
is what I want to be doing. Cool.
One more thing I would like to add is if you're making any like big ticket purchase, like Surya mentioned, you'll not like overnight drop $10,000, $15,000. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're looking to purchase anything, you will spend time doing research,
Oh yeah.
right? Whether this person is genuine or not, whether this product is actually what it claims to be, right? So that is where we need to have enough content, enough trust built in the marketplace to be able to get the ROI from there, right? So
True.
these are like long-term assets which we are building.
True. That is really important, man. That is really important. Perfect. The next thing, since you are aware of what we'll be doing in the Q1 and what our goal is for Q1 and eventually down the line as well, then we'll talk about launching Offer Scale School in India. Yeah, this is where I kind of give back. This is like Vijay should be really proud of this. He kind of closed me on this for almost being in the sales cycle for almost like 2 years. He was not giving up. So he was one of the persons who kind of convinced me to do offer scale school instead of India. We both being from India, uh, we never launched anything in India. We were always able to get clients from different parts of the globe, but nothing. Vijay had a few clients inside of India, but I never did. And he was relentless to for me to with an idea of me doing or us doing something in the Indian marketplace so that we can have something in a way where we are doing one too many offers. Again, our primary objective is across the globe. We want to have, excluding India, we want to have like one to one offers where it's more like a done with you or done for you kind of offer. And within India, it's going to be more like one to many offers. When I say one to many offers, this will be like a low ticket offer or in person workshops where we'll be doing stuff with a limited set of people, or with not just with one set of people, like with it's just going to be a group. When I say group, 20, 30, 50, 100 people kind of thing. So we want to have that initiative done in the Indian marketplace. And we already made the moves to launch this in the Indian marketplace. And the one thing that we both decided was offer scale school is not going to be where we profit. It's going to be more like a loss leader for us, and it's going to be with the goal of building a buyers list and create awareness of us, me and Vijay, in India on what we are doing, the level of expertise that we have. Right now, we have nothing. We have zero, nada proof in the Indian marketplace. So we want to do that. Obviously, we already went ahead and tested to see if that proof of concept actually works in now October and November. And we already got 30 paid clients who paid us like $150 per year for our many one-to-many offer for the offer scale school, and which is a really good validation. And we spent $0 for getting this 30 people. And that is how we did it through partnerships. That is how we are doing with people right now to see if that offer actually works or not. We just did it with one person, and one person referred us 30 people who paid us $150 per year. So yeah, that is proof of concept validated. And now what we want to do is, with that validation done, we want to go launch this offer. And there are two different offers that we want to start with. The first one is going to be offer scale school, offer low ticket offers that leads to offer scale school. Of course, the low ticket offers and the money that we make from offer scale school is not where we make profit from it. We just use that, any money that comes through any of these, any profit or any numbers that come through it, goes back into new lead acquisition. And the best part about this is we have three low ticket offers that we have already put almost 1 month with these 30 people creating those assets. So the assets are ready. We just need to start getting sales. Okay, and the goal is to have eventually move towards one sale per day by the end of Q1. I don't want this. I don't expect this to happen on the day that we launch the ads. Not going to happen. Very many people have like ridiculous expectations when they are launching ads. How do I know? Yeah, do you see this? Yeah, we have been done for you ads. So since we have run ads and we have been telling clients a lot of the right expectations, now it's our time to have the right expectations for our offer. So eventually by the end of 90 days, we'll be having like one sale per day for offer scale school, or one sale per day. Again, this is one thing that I wanted to discuss as well, since I believe we did not discuss this. So we'll have one sale, low ticket offer sale per by the end of 90 days, so that we'll have more people coming through the low ticket offers only. I'm not talking about offer scale school. And anyone who comes through this low ticket offers will be working their way towards, there is a sales cycle that we have defined. They'll be working their way through becoming part of the in-person workshop, which will happen once a quarter. And the monthly goal that we have planned for this is going to be like 5 sales per month. And this is going to be somewhere going to be sitting in there on the range of $300 or so one time. So if they want to attend the workshop, so I want to use that money for creating new assets, building team, or anything as such. Basically, the way that I see Offer Scale School is more like a Netflix for Indian community, India, the entire entrepreneurs inside of India. That's the way that I look at it. So this is our plan. Vijay, do you have anything else to add in this?
No, I think yeah, as you talked about, so most important thing I think we were discussing about it offline was like execution, right? Having a good plan is like a good starting step, but we need to look at how we can, get into the execution mode.
Yep. That's why, very important point that you have brought out. Before launching this video, that's why we went ahead and did this.
Yep.
We did this, but guys, do you think that you need more time to execute on stuff? You don't. I went on one day. Me and Vijay were talking about executing on Offer Scale School. I spent 4 hours, created the landing page, created the sales video, reached out to one of the past clients in India, or one of our common contacts that Vijay and I know. He has a big enough audience inside of India, and I reached out to him saying that, boss, you want to partner with us on this? And he said yes. We jumped on a call, made an agreement saying that, hey, this is what's going to happen. This is how the promotion would look like, what were expectations and stuff, and that's it. We started getting clients. It's as simple as that. The more
Yep.
overcomplicated you make things, the overcomplicated it becomes. You just sit, execute for how much time it takes. That is the most important of all. And one of the things that I want to end this call with is, when with all these goals that you have set, I just want to point out that, hey, none of this is going to be simple. We are going to put a lot of effort into building these assets. The reason it becomes easy 1 year or 2 years from now is because of the effort that we are going to put in now. From now till the end of 2 years. That is when people come in 2 years from now and see that, hey, this is so easy. Yeah, we are going to grind. We are going to put a lot of effort into making it easy, not complicated. Right? Cool. That is what I have in plan for you for today. Is there anything else that you want to add, Vijay?
No, we're good.
This is fun. And if you want to if you want to have notifications whenever we go out live, hit the subscribe button. That would be fun. We would love to see. And if you want to join Offer Scale School, we would leave the link in the description of this video so that you can explore if that something that excites you. Yeah, we'd love to have you inside of Offer Scale School. See you on the other side.